Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Up-Beet Dietitians podcast.
Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about the latest social media trend and diet culture victim, arms. Specifically, you might have seen this, hopefully not, Septum Arms and Vuvuzela Arms, which I had to do a deep dive into what this even meant. Luckily, I don't know if this is like social media is like a little bit of a safer place and like no one was really saying what it was and they're like, this is dumb.
I want to
That's
talk
why it
about
was
this
hard.
because I had a hard time too.
But then I was like, I don't know if my TikTok search is just curating it to what I want to see.
Exactly. Because we'll get to this, but I still don't know what septum arms are. I'm going to need you to
I
explain.
think I understand it based off the context of this, but we're getting into all of it. Before we get into it though, subscribe to the YouTube. If you're not already, what are you doing? And then go check out our exclusive content on Spotify where we post all of our bonus questions there. So we're going to talk about septum arms first. Because
Yes.
I don't know if they're like together, like Vuvuzela and septum arms are like a package deal.
I don't think
Or
they are. I
like,
think they're just
okay,
two different ways to describe how women's bodies are wrong, basically.
okay, okay. I figured. Something I will note, if you're wondering, what are septum arms? I also wondered, and I typed it in the little search in TikTok because when it comes to pop culture references, that's the go-to search
That's our search
engine.
engine. Yep.
And I was proud of TikTok's little message. I
I
include a
see that.
screenshot and it says, I'll read it. Septum arms is a term that has recently become viral and is related to body shaming. The term seems to be used in a context related to body parts, specifically arms, and they even have references.
I didn't notice that. Oh, that's so impressive. I wonder if the
How?
references like reference videos or like actual research.
Oh, it's got to be videos because like there's
Like,
numbers with those
yeah.
videos. However, it's important to note that the term quote unquote septum arms is not widely recognized or used, and it has largely become popular due to the collective desire to push back against body shaming. Some users express their disapproval of the term, suggesting that arms should just be referred to as arms. The term, quote, septum is commonly associated with a part of the human nose where piercing is typically placed, and it is the space or safe, soft space that is between the tip cartilages as well. Like I know like septum piercings.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is reflected. So, okay, there we go. However, there's no clear connection between this anatomical term and the phrase septum ears. This is where we had to do deeper dives. And then in conclusion, I love this little summary
In
they're given.
conclusion,
Septum arm seems to be a term that has emerged in the context of body image discussions, but its exact meaning and origin remain unclear. I was pleasantly surprised by this.
it's a nice little summary. Although I have to say, I am so confused. But it's cool that they do this though.
Yes, they did. They did not do this from Boo Boo's Whale Arms. I will
Okay.
note. Septum Arms, they're up with it. And what, to my understanding, what it is someone like literally put it in a comment. They're like, say this out loud and it'll make sense. And the phrase is, that girl is so fine, septum arms. And it's supposed to be like, accept them
Septum
arms.
arms. Ew, I hate that.
And then another person also put just like the like abbreviated CEP, CEPT, like accept M arms. So like I've seen it in multiple places now. So I think
That's 100% what it is.
mhm. So I'm
I
like, it's not about your septum, your nose.
thought I would do like the shape of your arm and like if there's like a divot in between, like a fat roll kind of thing.
That could be correct. We are still unsure. But based off of what I saw, I've seen a couple things that it's like
That makes the most sense. Wow,
the
I hate
word
that so
play.
much.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
You're really gonna say to someone like that girl is so fine, septum arms?
Who says that?
Gross.
I mean, I'm sure there are people that say that.
Oh, there definitely are.
And then
Wow.
my next conclusion, septum arms, literally just not thin arms, maybe.
Apparently.
I don't know, because that's the beauty standard is like thin stick arms.
That's the thing. It like depends on what someone's preferences are, I guess, when it comes to
That's true.
arms. Like, do you like muscular arms? Do you like chunkier arms? Do you like thin arms? So I guess septum arms is a spectrum.
Yeah. Now every
Hmm.
time you say it, I hear like sept them
I
arms.
know. I don't know how I didn't notice that. That definitely is what it
That
is.
person spelling it out really helped.
Yeah.
Where they're like, say this sentence out loud. And I was like literally at my like desk, I'm like, septum arms.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just hating on arms
very similar
that
to
you
the
don't
next one,
like.
honestly. It's also
Mm-hmm.
just about like arms being a problem and making you more self-conscious. So I saw that you said you weren't quite sure with this one what they were. So this one I have a full understanding of. Okay, so first of all, before I included this picture on our draft, did you know what a vuvuzela was?
I did, but once again, because I can't read, I was not reading that as Vuvuzela. I was reading it as vulva Zela.
What?
And I was so confused. I'm like, why are we being so graphic? Why are we comparing our arms to
You're
genitalia?
reading too many romance
It
novels.
just all blurs together. Yeah, Vuvuzela is going to be used for an alternative word for genitalia in the next romance. But
Wait,
the
we're
picture
so using that from now on out. I'm like totally gonna say that now when referencing a vagina.
for Vuvuzela. But the picture helps a lot. I did know what it was, but you putting the picture connected the dot
I
for
figured that would
me.
help. So you had to spell it out for me and like literally say what septum arms meant, and I had to include a picture.
Maybe this shows what type of learners we are.
I think it does. I think it does. But if you guys don't know, I'll put a picture on YouTube.
Mhm.
So incentive to go over there. So you guys are watching us on the tube.
So you know what this is, and you're not
It
imagining.
is it is nothing to do with genitalia,
No.
thankfully. It's if you ever go to a soccer game, especially, they have these. It's like those big, like trumpet looking things are made of plastic and they're smaller at the like mouthpiece and then they get wider as the little horn goes out. And basically, they're comparing this to an arm where your wrist is the small little piece and then it gets bigger as you go up. So, like, pretty much every arm ever.
I'm so confused. What is happening here?
Like, that's just an anatomically correct arm, is all that is.
Yeah,
Not that I want to
it,
put arms in a box. I'm sure there are some maybe who have a smaller shoulder than they do wrist. If so,
yeah,
cool. But
yeah.
generally speaking, most arms are going to be small at the wrist and just bigger as they go up because it's just like bone
I,
structure and muscle structure.
yes, your little shoulder probably could not hold up your arms if it was the size of your wrist, or it'd be a struggle.
It'd be a struggle.
But
So,
depending
yeah,
on your arm size, it might fluctuate. But
exactly.
when I saw this, and you put the picture, I was like, I don't understand. What do they want it to look like? All the same size?
I know, like, what's the standard here? Like, what are we wanting? What do we want right now? Like, what's the perfect arm to have right now? And how do we achieve it so that diet culture is happy?
Yeah.
A video that I watched about the Vuvuzela arms, the girl was saying that it was probably created by like a plastic surgeon, like
Oh
this
yeah.
term, who will benefit financially from you not liking your Vuvuzela arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So whenever you are criticizing a part of your body, ask yourself who benefits from you not liking that part of your body.
Yeah.
Because chances are someone is financially benefiting besides you. You are just emotionally being torn down while they are getting that money.
And unfortunately, this has led to a lot of people talking about how maybe they already were insecure about their arms, but now there's been a lot more conversation about how they feel like they have to hide them.
Wear
They
certain
can't.
clothes.
Mm-hmm. What is happening?
And of course, the personal trainers are capitalizing on it, saying things like, do this workout to get rid of your Vuvuzela
Oh,
arms.
yep. Get rid of your septum arms.
Now I totally hear it. You're so
Yeah.
right. Now that you said it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, let me tell you, the only way to get rid of your Vuvuzela arms is to get an amputation.
Or plastic surgery.
Yeah. Hope this helps.
Both expensive. Well, I guess amputation might not be expensive depending on
What insurance you have, maybe.
yeah. But it's just crazy how diet culture finds new ways to manifest itself.
This is like the same thing as the apple versus pear shape. Oh, I don't know. I've seen like the American Girl doll legs. Have you seen that before?
I think so. The
That's what I
like,
have actually. If we're going to talk about identifying or categorizing our body parts, it's yeah, like where you're basically cankles,
mhm,
but it's like it's a leg. Like, come on.
yeah.
It's just so
Also,
stupid.
American Girl dolls are then showing representation.
Also,
Why?
they're like a prized possession. Like I didn't have one
Yeah,
growing up because they're
me
expensive.
neither.
Like
They're so
those,
expensive. If you look like one of them, great.
yeah, you are worth some money.
Yeah. It's so
Uh,
silly. And so, like, what there are bigger problems in the world right now. And whoever's making these, you're just becoming more ridiculous. Although the
like put
septum
this,
arms, I feel like a teenage boy created. That like does
yeah,
not scream like CEO in the diet industry. That seems like some like dumb punk kid.
yeah, some Gen Alpha talking to his bros in elementary school or middle school, probably middle school. I don't know what age group Gen Alpha is, honestly. But anyway, some young boy with his punk friends being like, "Ooh, that girl's so hot, except for her septum arms," or how do you say it? So
You
fine,
just go
septum
straight into
arms.
septum arms. You go straight. There's no connecting. It's
So stupid. You're
grammatically does
right
not make
though.
sense.
That feels like 13-year-old boy territory. The Vuvuzela arms though,
That
that
screams
was
like plastic surgeon or
personal
like
trainer,
personal trainer. Yeah.
even
That
like
one's a little bit.
a weight
Yeah.
loss dietitian. Like honestly, anyone who benefits from you changing your body shape and size.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about like dressing for your body
Hmm.
type. Because a lot of this too is saying things like, here's what I wear as someone who has Vuvuzela arms, which actually, speaking of that, I want to bring up the point too of some people saying, like, let's normalize the Vuvuzela arm. And I get where they're coming from with that, but we can't normalize things that don't exist, that are made up. They're not real. Like,
Yeah.
let's not normalize that and just like stop talking about our bodies all the time. Let's normalize that, like talking about things besides how our arms look today in this outfit, you know?
Like finding very specific ways to describe certain types of your like it's literally body parts. We're
Yeah.
like nitpicking body parts now.
Ugh, it's so boring. But anyway,
It
yes, they talk about like how to dress for this has been a thing forever, like with the whole apple and pear shape, for example,
yeah.
again. But there are videos of what to wear for your Vuvuzela arms.
We better all tune in.
Since we all have arms for the most part that go from wrist to shoulder.
Yeah. Gradually getting bigger.
It's
It's
crazy.
yeah.
I didn't watch any of those videos because, well, they're stupid. And also I just like wear what I want to wear. But I think I do agree with the part about like wearing clothes that make you feel good and clothes that you
Mhm.
like. But again, like we don't need to talk about our bodies this often and like make entire videos revolving around our arm shape. Like that's just ugh, exhausting. And what one person feels confident in with their Vuvuzela arms may not make someone else feel very good with their Vuvuzela arms. So
Yeah.
it's hard to individualize content like that, I feel like.
Yeah. Just
Ugh, I'm
it's a
just so
lot
bored
easier
of
to say
this.
like dress what makes you like what you're confident in and comfortable in. And like if you feel something's more flattering, that's fine. But it's the constant talk about our bodies that is a little bit exhausting.
And there is the truth to like also wearing clothes that fit and feel good will make you think about your body less, most likely.
Mhm.
We've said this before, like if you're wearing clothes that are pinching and riding up and are really uncomfortable, you're thinking about your body all day long while you're wearing it.
Yeah.
So it is true. Like again, wearing clothes that are a good fit for you will actually help body image and hopefully make it so you're not thinking about your body 24/7.
Yes.
Oh, well, kind
What
of a
a
short one
time.
today, but really all in all, this is just a brand new
A new
insecurity
insecurity.
for the
Yep.
girlies.
For the girls. Thanks, diet culture.
Thanks,
Never for
diet
the
culture.
guys.
They have their own things, but they're few and far between compared to ours. Yeah, I'll end it at that.
That's
It's like
true.
at this point, I put in the notes like having a body, just like simply existing is cringe. Like no matter what you do, something about your body is going to be cringe to someone else.
Yeah. Something is wrong.
Gross. Well, we will be talking about cortisol face and cortisol tummy coming up. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have seen that on your For You page, we also, it might be just a repeat of this episode, honestly, saying the same thing. Although we can also tap into like the science behind
I was
cortisol
gonna
and stuff
say
too.
we can get a little bit more biochemical with that one at least.
Yeah.
This
This
one,
one's just
there's
the
no
anatomy of the
science.
arm.
There is science. It is anatomy.
Yeah. Maybe they'll use this in like anatomy textbooks in the future.
Oh gosh.
Just a vuvuzela to compare the arm bones.
See how it gets bigger to small.
Wow.
Crazy. Well, thanks for
Well,
listening, guys. This is a nice, short, and sweet episode.
this was short and sweet today.
Yeah, but I feel like we've been talking about this for forever, and these trends are just going to keep happening, unfortunately, and we'll always be here to tune in.
We'll always have thoughts.
Yes. Listen to the bonus question. We're going to be talking about sports on brand for the Olympics right now, especially too.
True. Ooh, okay. SEO.
So that'll be super fun and will be much more exciting and fun over there. No body shaming involved. But we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.